And we're back with more Talos Principle 2. So, I've been playing for 24 hours. Here's the thing. I don't know. The other night I was thinking, when I first started this playthrough, I feel like, I mean, it was months and months ago, but I feel like it was, when I was doing all the reading, there was a lot of, like, philosophical thoughts going through my head. And I don't feel like I've, you know, kind of gone down that road so much anymore. And it might be because it's been so long since I've started that although the through line of the philosophy has kind of been lost on me. I don't really remember everything that's going on perfectly. Or it could be that the intro sections were more heavy on the philosophy when you with what you're reading. So I don't know. I'd be curious if there's anyone watching this. I think honestly, with knowing how many people watched my last series of videos, which was on Firmament, it was like 4 people at the most, and I knew 2 of them. So 50-50. There we go.
You know, dealing with this hyper-advanced technology is quite challenging enough without the place also being bloody haunted.
Yeah. Did you figure out anything else about the generator?
When I said it was outputting enough energy for 2 New Jerusalems, I wasn't kidding. It really was. And no emissions of any kind. I'd have to run more tests, but it seems like a perfect power source.
But it was going, in your words,
True,
bananas.
But that was user error.
There will always be user error.
I think I could idiot-proof this thing.
Nope.
But I do take your point. Pellegrino once almost killed himself with a bucket.
Same, Pellegrino. Same. Okay. Yeah, there's always a bigger idiot, as they say. So I haven't done 5, 6, or 7. Let's do a puzzle. 6. Well. Okay, we're doing 6. Other side. How long, how long? Oh, it kind of goes with this music. Anyway. Grav Shifter and Mr. Driller. Well, let's see what's on the other side of that. Just grab whatever useful. Oh, my frame rate's kind of crappy again. Whatever. So we have a driller wall, a pull-through wall. Okay. I just need 2 things. 2 things and I'm set. Alright, so my theory right now is a driller getting pulled through the wall, it's cutting a hole in, is the gimmick we're going to go with for this episode. Why is my frame rate so bad? Unlike last time, I don't really have anything that I know could be causing this. I'm going to pause real quick. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. I don't know what's causing it. I closed some miscellaneous things, but let me try one more thing, actually. Sorry. Okay, how's this? I closed Chrome. I normally don't do that, but now it's still kind of jumpy. Well, I want to play Talos, and I want to play it now. So, as I was saying, my theory is I'm going to be pulling a driller through the hole that the driller is creating. So in order to do that, I want to get the grav shifter creating. Let me just see if I could do that like this. Okay, so if I put it through, you know, I kind of want this hole to be lower. Oh, right. Okay. Well, can I use the grav shifter through the hole in the wall? No. I no longer think that that is the solution, because I mean, I think there's still a chance it's the solution, but let me, is there anything on this side I can use? No. Oh, interesting. Maybe the reason I couldn't gravity was because of that. But even so... Hmm. Okay. What's weird is I'm hearing the sound of footsteps without moving. I'm still hearing it. And now it's fine. Oh, that was weird. Oh, okay, so my theory is get the gravity thing on the other side and then do the drilly thing. So I could do this for now. So set this up to do this. And then go over here. But how do I get over there once I do that? Also, I don't see the beam coming through here. I'm aiming it wrong. Because I can't... Can I pull myself through using... I guess I can. Okay. So I was right. My instinct was correct, but it took a little bit of time to figure out how I had to do it. Did a gate open up somewhere? I thought I heard a gate open. Oh. Have I interacted with you yet? How it was before. From J.J. Nakalembe's Akaba to Antarctica. Moments of transition and revelation. My great-grandmother lived to be 108 years old, retaining her sharpness of mind to her last day. A couple of months before she died, I interviewed her for my podcast. At the end, I asked her the same question I asked every guest. What is something you wish everyone understood? She thought about it for a while. Then she said, how it was before. She tried to explain how much time she spent every single day on utterly mind-numbing activities like hauling water from the well, and how radically everything changed when their area was finally connected to the electrical grid. Before, there was no time to live, she said. No time to be free. Only work, work, work. I countered by saying that there didn't seem to be much time to live now either, but she laughed derisively. Futurama person in me wants to go, ha, 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 ha. But that's, again, if you've seen Futurama, it's from one of my favorite episodes. She laughed derisively. I had no idea what work really meant, she said. Young people were weak. and feckless, and that's why we let corporations exploit us. 42656175747. Slightly unnerved by her harshness, I asked her if she missed anything about that time. 920-697-320-7472-7574-682. Old photos C, and then a bunch of more numbers that this joke's getting old already. Our village seemed idyllic to me, but my grandmother quashed any romantic notions I might have had. The past is bad, she said with some finality. Let it be. Miranda says so many thousands of generations of suffering. Even a single life full of tragedy seems outrageous and unacceptable to me. That's why we have to make it have meaning. Yeah. We definitely live in a time of incredible access to entertainment and I don't life-saving isn't the right word. Life-assisting technologies that make us I have almost nothing to complain about in my life. Anything that I'm complaining about is related to the passage of time as in aging and health and people get older. That's how it goes. My life is I do not really have things to complain about when it comes to the everyday activities of my life. Culture, you can complain about culture and politics and things like that. But generally, from moment to moment, my life is incredible. Like right now, I'm playing a video game that I love. And I'm recording myself on a magic screen. And my entire my entire career choice and the thing I do for a living and to earn my way through this world didn't even exist 50 60 years ago. It just started existing. Anyway, I understand. And yeah, going back to the past, like the angry video game nerd once said, I don't have a good way to end the sentence. I just wanted to reference the angry video game nerd. I do, but it would be very crass and inappropriate. But going back to the past isn't all it's cut out to be. There, that's a better way to sum that up. Return to Monkey Island. From the book of annotated internet comments by Eustathius. I think people are dumb. Like, relentlessly stupid. I can't keep up that voice anymore. Absolute blickin' morons. I don't want to swear, but I also it sounds like it would be really funny to say the words. Human history is a blank and clown show from beginning to end. Maybe I'll bleep. The average person, just a slobbering buffoon, bumbling through life like a drunk gorilla in a bleep china shop, breaking stuff left and right, throwing bleep at the walls and never understanding a single bleeping thing that happens. Just look at this bleeping software putting asterisks where swear words would be. People are afraid of bleeping words like they have magic powers. But the real world bleep is that this is bleep ruining their lives. That's what the real world... I'm trying to figure out... Oh, but the real world, okay, that is blanking ruining their lives. That's fine, because they're too blanking dumb to do something about it. Return to Monka? Monka? I don't know what Monk is. I don't know. Brother, we never blanking left. A curious inversion, the return to the mythical state of Monka is usually portrayed as a material return to earlier stages of development. But here the author instead portrays it as a mental state that has never been surmounted. Well, that answers that. I wonder if they added that because people like me were really confused. Because I don't think I've ever heard the phrase return to Monka. Except maybe in this game at some point, which I don't remember. I would like to meet Uncle Eustathius one day. He sounds like someone who's always curious about everything. That's one way to put it. Founding 8. Hypatia's Journal number 8 from Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 421. The first new human arrived today. Calls himself Arkady after Chernyshevsky. Spirits are still dampened by the loss of Yemo, but everyone is making an effort. I feel a little sorry for him. He's still so curious, jumping at shadows and staring up at the sky at night, just like I used to do. And here we are, a bunch of grouchy old humans that have seen it all and are weary and tired and sad. I wonder what he makes of it all. But be that as it may, we're making good progress on the new living area, although Arkady will have to use Yemo's old quarters for the next few weeks. Cool. Well, there is some philosophy. I mean, not a whole lot, but I did get to talk a little bit, which is... If you've been watching this for that, then I hope that helped. Hey there, buddy. That's kind of what I was getting at, is that I feel like I want to play the puzzles, and it says I've been playing this game for 24 hours, and it feels like a whole lot. And all I really deep down want to do is solve the puzzles more than anything, but the philosophy stuff is a huge part of this game, and it feels like... Oh, this is an interesting room. It feels like kind of skipping through the text is... It will let me play the puzzles faster, but I'll miss out on the depth and the things that they wanted me to take away from the game. Alright, we have a cube. And get the cube and throw myself over the fence, so let's do that. Is there a ladder? I'm curious. I don't see one. Okay, well I could get back that way. So, I'm fairly certain I want this up there shooting at that. Which means I would like to... I think what I need is both this and that out there, and the cube over here, I think. Is there another X? Oh, I'm gonna need something to go in there with. Okay, does that work? Okay, I'll just start. This puzzle just feels like the trick is that these things need to switch places, because otherwise you can't do the thing you need to do. That's what it feels like anyway, so let's see if that's the case. So I want the grab shifter on the other side, on the button, I believe. I think. Oh, fine. So that I could do this. Okay, and now... Do I have what I need? I don't need this there anymore. Okay, so what is that out there? It is the grab shifter. If I need to get it over here, right? The fan doesn't come off this, does it? Because that would be too easy. What am I missing? Something obvious. I am definitely missing something. What am I missing? I'm a little bit at a loss. There's a step here that was not right. Like, I also just heard another weird noise. I swear I'm hearing things. Um, Wait, can you shoot through that? I can't remember what kind of fences you could. No, because there's a vertical bar fence there. Is there some way for me to get over there? Huh. I mean, this seems right so far. But I guess... Okay, I got it. I figured it out. Alright. So, I'm gonna need to go get that. So what I'm gonna do is put this here, and then from the other side, use this thing to put it up on in the sky, like this, and then like this. All right. I just needed the last bit. And he stops all his momentum by placing the block directly in front of his feet. Alright, so this seems like a place where maybe I could get something out. I'm gonna try. I might be wrong, but... let me see. Let me just, as an experiment, try this. I'll do it with even without holding anything. Okay, no, it puts you over here. It doesn't let you, Okay. I thought maybe... I believe in the old game, you could, while in the air, adjust your path slightly one way or another, and that led to some stuff, but it's been a while. I mean, with how long... I keep beating a dead horse here and saying, oh, I haven't played this game in months, but that game I haven't played in years. Years and years and years. So I don't remember the nuances of the air controls or anything like that. 7. Oh, that's so cool. Like, that makes me want to climb it. When I said climb it, it made me think of climate. Like, climate change. That's totally different. Did I... Or 7? Along this path? Is there... Oh, no. Oh, here it is. Of course. Right in plain sight. Why didn't I think to look there? And have I done both triangles in this world? No, I'm missing one. Okay. Delivery. Oh, I'm assuming just that will close this gate. Yeah. And what do we got here? That's the gravity shifter. And a fan. I can take the fan, or just use the fan? Just... Oh, I can take the fan. Okay. See, interesting. Okay. So what is my end goal? Red. Red laser. Oh. Okay. Red laser. Another red laser receptacle. Where's the... Okay, there's the shooter. So, I'm assuming to get that box, I'm going to need to shoot a gravity thing there and then jump on the fan. How do I jump on the fan with the fan on? I feel like... Is there a jammer somewhere in this level? An jammer Lammy? I could also grab that box from there. So now I have two things going on, but for whatever reason, I feel like that fan has to exist specifically for me to go get that box. Huh. There's just a lot going on. It's hard for me to assess this one exactly. So let's say I wanted to start by getting that box. I don't know how to be in here when this fan's on. I don't even know if it's possible without a jammer. And I don't think I have a jammer. So maybe that is a red herring, and it's just, hey, grab the fan from here. That's my guess right now. And to get this, I need... I could try that. It's easy enough to get in there if I get, if I just use this. I'm trying to pick this up for whatever reason. It did not want to give that to me. Okay, so now I have 2 boxes. And... where do I want... I guess the red thing, the red receptacle needs to go up there. Okay. I think I got it. So I think what I'm doing is putting the laser on that. It's lifting it up, pulling it over there, and then pulling it over there. So the fan, I can't use it while I'm in there on purpose. So I need the fan back, which, to get the fan back... okay, so I need... these 3 things that I have out, I need plus the fan. But I can do the steps from in here, I think. So I can take this in here and switch it with this for now. And switch this with this. Put this over here. And then I need a box on top of that. And then I need the laser receptacle to be connected to that. And that. Alright. I think I'm ready to go. Okay, yep. And then... oh, I can't from in here. Alright. My problem has a flaw in it. The fan. I don't need the fan anymore. Okay. Alright, no flaws. No flaws at all. Okay, one minor flaw. There we go. Yeah. Okay. That scared me for a second. I was like, what is that red laser? Okay, so now I want to find the other triangle level. I don't think... Is this the one I've already done, or is this one that I haven't done yet? There's a triangle on the map. That's what's confusing me. Oh no, what's going on here? I don't understand what I'm seeing. I'm not familiar with this type of thing. I mean... I thought for some reason that this means that there will be like a cutscene with these cats. I don't think there's a crouch button. I'm trying to crouch. Okay, well, I don't understand, and I'm sorry, game. I'd like to. Here we go. Stow away. So I can go up here. Okay, there's a diagonal grappling wall. That's a very odd shape of... I don't even understand. Oh, okay, does that mean I can shoot just through a very, very, very thin... I don't know what that is. I guess we're gonna find out. Okay, so to get something up here, I need to shoot it from over there. Okay, so I can get something up there, and then maybe diagonify it across the way. That's my guess right now. That's an official term, by the way, diagonify. Okay, so to get something up there, I'm gonna need to get that. So this is gonna go up there, and this is gonna come down temporarily. Okay, so let's put it right here. That seems about right. Not quite. Okay, wait, does it need to be on a box? No, I should have known. Okay, so to the left of that symbol. Like right here. Okay, and now I can get in there and get the box, maybe. Okay, so yeah, it can... Okay, I can at least get the box. And then, do I just want it on top of the box? Is that enough? No. The box can get up there, though, and then I can move that back further. Okay, so we're just repeating the process again, but now first with the cube. Is that right? It seems right. I'm not sure, but it seems too simple, so I worry that I'm... Hey. Okay, and then... Was that everything? What do I need this for? Do I need this anymore? Oh, okay, okay. Okay. It blocks the laser. Interesting. Okay. I'm now thinking... I don't know if this makes sense, but what I'm thinking is... The box needs to be under this, just so it's high enough to not... So the laser goes up, and then that needs to be on the button. But I'm trying to think, can I get all three things up here? So if I can get the gravity thing to pull itself across, that would be useful. But can I get the gravity thing up there without... Yes, if I put it on the box, they'll go together when I stand on the fan. Right, okay. So if I do this, then this, they'll move as one, and now I'm set. So now what I need to do is... Let's just do it first. Oh, it can't pull itself? I don't know why I thought it could pull itself. Now, but can it pull itself if it's on a box? Maybe. I think so. Oh, I forgot to... Let me reconnect these before I forget. Okay, so I'm now going to assume that if it pulls the box while it is itself on the box, then that would work. That's going to be hard to do. Maybe. Nope. It won't be that hard to do at all. What was this level called again? Probably had a clever name. I think I made a joke about it. Okay, so... Alright. I think I'm almost done. Not high enough. Over here? Wait a minute. Oh, no, because the... Maybe it's gotta be... It just has to be somewhere where it won't get blocked by that. So, like, maybe this is good enough. There we go. Oh, so close. There we go. Okay, it was just a bit fiddly. seems like there's an orchestra or music joke to be made there when something's a bit fiddly. Okay, so I'm just gonna follow this guy because it should take me exactly where I need to go. Or I could use the map, I suppose. The map should tell me where the exit is. It is that way? But how do I get up there? Oh. Okay, so this is how I get up there. Like the... Okay. What I'll say, the exit, or not the exit, but the entrance to the end game area. But over here is the starting point to the end game area. God, that sentence was a bit confusing, but hopefully you guys know what I mean. I'm trying to find the beginning of the Tetramino bridges, and I think they're up here. Yeah. What do I have? I have 4 pieces. Two of them are the same. Wait, what? Oh, there's a... Wait, what? Okay. Oh, it's so tempting to jump down to that little ledge down there. I can get back up, right? Oh, please, please. Because why would this ledge be here if there wasn't something fun? Yeah, like, this is the fun log, right? This is the log that everyone was waiting for. I mean, this has to be an Easter egg area. There has to be one. Like, what's the purpose of down there except to get stuck? Can I get stuck down there, or can I get back out? I know QA found this little area. Oh, I'm going down. Can't stop me. Okay, you better let me back up. You know, this is like that picture of the guy putting the the thing between his own spikes of his own bicycle. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be mad about this. I know QA found this area. Someone like me was like, you know what? If people get down there, it's their own fault. Okay. Some designer was like, you know what? If they get down there, they can restart the checkpoint. I'm not fixing it. I'll have to put another asset, and I'll have to talk to the artists. Oh no. Well, I deserve this. I'll have to talk to the artists in charge of this area. They'll be upset if I add another rock. There was like bugs or something for a second. I was taking a sip of my drink, and I saw a bunch of bugs flying around. I don't even think I'm going the right way. I'm going the right way, okay. There's more bugs, or whatever they are. The question is, do I even have to solve that puzzle again? The first Tetramino bridge. Nope, it's solved. Alright. Fine. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it be. Okay, so we have 4 pieces. My instinct, for whatever reason, is to start with this buddy. And then, switch you around. And then these guys. Wait. Why is there a... There's already, like, a thing at the end. That seems weird. Okay, in that case... Oh, these pieces aren't identical. Oh, interesting. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, well, let's see what we got. What's the difference between these two? No. There's you. And then there's you. Aha! That seems more accurate. Okay. And then does this lead to the cube? It's hard to tell, but it looks like it could. Yeah. No. I mean, I feel like... Oh, they won't let you jump. Ah, that's fun. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I feel like the beginning of this is promising anyway. Let's do the cube next. And then you. There we go. Okay. Is he gonna do it again? Is he gonna do something really stupid and fall to a place he can't get out of? Maybe. There's only one way to find out, and that's to watch for the next minute or so as he looks around for Easter eggs. Huh. Alright. I'll go into the flying sky beam. Young one, you must not get stuck in stupid geometry. Oh. There we are.
The philosopher Straton of Stagira had little respect for the gods, and instead placed his faith in Prometheus. Driven by hubris, he asked questions that must not be asked, and revealed secrets that should have remained hidden. It is said that for these offenses, he was put to death by the people of his city. Can you see the folly of his actions?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's the philosophy I was asking about. Oh boy. It is never folly to pursue the truth even if there is a cost. There is no folly in pursuing the truth. It was only his methods that were mistaken. The folly was not his, it was the people who acted foolishly. Ooh. Ooh. Is it ever folly to pursue the truth? Man, I'm trying to think. So I personally believe that there's a time and place for lying. Little lies that I'll call them like societal lies. I think some people, you know, little white lies, that kind of thing. But like, I think little white lies even goes beyond what I'm thinking. Like, okay, if someone's like, hey, where are we going? And you're going to a surprise party for them, it's okay to lie if they like surprise parties. If they don't like surprise parties, then I honestly prefer to tell them the truth and let them pretend to be surprised. But that's not the same thing as saying, is it ever is pursuing the truth ever wrong? It's not the same question as is it okay to lie? Maybe. I'm trying to hypothetical myself of a situation here. So, there's probably much better examples of this, but like, let's say that there's somebody that is very, very happy in their own ignorance. Like, I don't know. I guess where I was trying to go with this is, if you're pursuing the truth on behalf of somebody else who doesn't want the truth, that might be a folly. Maybe. However, they're knowingly, like, they'd have to be knowingly in denial. Gosh. This is the good stuff right here. Of course, everyone watching, it's like, no, get on with it already. Just choose one of the options. My instincts are the three that I read earlier. I wish... I'll read the log again. What exactly did he do? He asked questions that must not be asked, and revealed secrets. I don't think his methods were mistaken. Asking questions. If you genuinely want to know the answer to something, I think it's seeking the true answer and being willing to get the truth and not just what you want the answer to be. That's the key here, and I don't think that there's ever a folly in doing that. So I don't even think his methods were mistaken. Now, there is such a thing as mistaken methods. Torturing someone to try and get the truth, that is a mistaken method. But that's not what we're talking about here. So I'm eliminating this choice. Gone. Alright. I'm going to go with this.
Yet he was the one who broke their laws. Why do you judge them and not him?
Oh, here we go. Part 2. Oh boy.
And who is to decide which laws are unjust? You?
Oh man. Now I've really stepped in it. I don't feel like deciding collectively is a good... It's very rare that deciding collectively is always the right answer. And in this case, you really have to be careful about how you define collectively. That's the key to that one. Like, you know, if you get into a situation with like a dictatorship where all of the people believe that their leader is the great leader, like, and enough people genuinely believe that, collectively deciding laws in that group of people, that's a trap, a societal trap. It's, you know. Ooh. I'm tempted to say number 1, but I mean that, I feel like that's the best we can do. The issue, of course, is there will be people that decide just laws are unjust. And if you're essentially saying, yeah, go ahead. Everyone gets to decide for themselves. But if that's the case, then I'm circling back around to my first the first thing I said, which is, oh, he is the people. He decided to break the law, and he acted accordingly, according to himself. Now, I tend to agree with this. This is a vague enough sentence that I agree with it. But it's pretty wishy-washy in this particular instance. It's like the political answer. Like, okay, you ask them a direct yes or no question. They're like, well, like, do you like donuts, yes or no? Well, bagels are a great shape, and donuts share shape with them, and so that must be commended. Like, that's not an answer. That answers the question of whether I like donuts or not. Ooh. I'll just step on the landmine here.
If the law is not obeyed, it is not law. And without law, there is only chaos.
She went easy on me with that one. Again, it's nice to say, but it just raises further questions. And better chaos than injustice. I don't know if I agree with that either. No, well, I do. It depends on the level of injustice. Gosh. It's funny that I started this episode by talking about how little philosophy there's been as of late, because dang. So here's why I can't choose the second one, because, like, okay. Let's give a real life example. Sometimes, okay, I'm trying to come up with one that's not specific to my real life, but like, instead, let's just use the vague general concept of injustice and say there's 11 people that need food, and I have 10 pieces of bread. No matter what's going to happen, and there's no way to split the bread. Sorry, I'm going to have to put caveats in here so that we can get on with it. There's no way to split the bread. You can't rip it in. It's impossible. It's magic bread. It's one bite and it fills you up. But there's 11 people that need food. The injustice is that there's someone that's not going to get bread, and if they all need it equally. But chaos of just being like, okay, here's the bread. Good luck. And like walking away from the situation, that's chaos. And that is bad. That, that could lead to one person getting 6 pieces of bread and hoarding them for later. It could lead to people killing each other for the last piece of bread. Chaos is bad. I do not think that chaos is a good philosophy. Okay. The real answer here is the third one. Honestly.
Good. If you can recognize your folly, you can choose a different path.
Thanks, I guess.
Without glory, but without destruction. Consider this as you approach the flame.
I won't consider anything. You're just trying to trick me. I want to know what's in that box of yours, Pandora. Not in a weird, erotic way.
Surprisingly calm, given how aggressive Pandora has been elsewhere. I didn't think she'd even want to talk to you.
I've toyed with the idea that the entities might be epiphenomenal in some way. Instead of causing the changes in the system, maybe they just respond to them.
I was thinking more that, like, oh snap, can I see all the way down from up here? This is crazy. Oh man. Oh, there's got to be something hidden off in the distance. Sorry, I didn't know what epiphenomenal means. And maybe I'm sort of inferring the answer, but the way I thought about it is like, maybe they all exist independently of one another? This place is cool. I feel like there's something to this place. This is the first time they let me get this high and look down, right? Is there something I can see from up here? Even if it's an Easter egg, off in the distance. Huh. I don't know. This will be one of those things that I'll look up on the internet later and I'll learn. And also, I should be able to see into the secret area, which is like, was it down there? It was somewhere inaccessible. It was, I think it was over here on the left. Over here. Oh no. I don't know. I don't have a map, so I can't tell where the Golden Gate is. Well, regardless, this area is neat. Okay, I mean, I'm tempted to try and get somewhere from here, but I don't think there's anywhere to go, and I don't want to restart from the last checkpoint. I'm probably going to have to be done for the night anyway, but what I'm going to do, I think I did this in one of the other episodes, is I'm going to listen to whatever they have to say as we ride the thing, and then I'm going to unveil a new area for myself as a treat. So usually they do some discussing as we get in this. Oh, and I probably should check social media in this game. I don't remember the last time I did that. There's 3 new things. I'm kind of happy that there's not just constant social media. It's nice for it to appear occasionally, but I don't want it to be like a huge time sink. Let's do the social media. Witnessing all this incredible technology discovered by the expedition has given me an idea for something we could do if we had the resources and the energy. Are you ready for this? Taste buds! Seriously, how are we going for so long without something our ancestors considered so essential? Don't you want to know what pizza tastes like? What it's like to eat chocolate? To have an apple? What is the deal with fizzy drinks? I mean, come on. All right. That's a joke right there. Pellegrino is a fizzy drink, for the record. The sheer range of new experiences, it's almost overwhelming just to imagine it. Please, please, please let this happen. I know I added an extra please there, but it felt appropriate. Why change ourselves when we are what we were meant to be? You know we're all upgraded, right? This isn't our original design in the first place. And what's next? We start killing animals again just for the pleasure of tasting them? Yowza! Man, that hit me right in the humanity. Jesus. We cover the earth and fields like our ancestors did? Subjugate the natural world for our own greed? Thekla, way to just destroy the room. Gosh, I do not want to know what frogs taste like. I've seen too many Muppets to ever want to taste frog. The Muppet movie. Ooh. Okay. I don't know what to choose here. More philosophy. This one is of a tree fell in the forest, blah blah blah. Apples, I mean, let's just say apples also look cool in still life. They're bright red or bright green. Like, there's other reasons for apples to exist. Aesthetically on Earth than just to be tasted. Not everything that can be eaten. I just heard a weird noise. I don't know if that was in the game or not. That was strange. Gosh. Okay. Well, Um, Man, that really threw me for a loop. It sounded like it came from my right ear. I think it was like when the music transitioned in the game. But boy, did it freak me out for a second. Okay. Wow, I've completely lost my train of thought. I'm just gonna choose one of these options. I don't like this one, and I don't like this one, for sure. This one's tempting, because I do think I really, really enjoy eating and tasting flavors. Except I do not want to know what frogs taste like. This is like the fancy way of how I feel. I'll choose it. It makes me sound smart. Thanks. I know. Oh man, I want them to name a new sense, like a blurgeon. That I want to use my blurgeon. Battery issues. Sorry to be a grump, but what's going on with our battery tech? I had my battery replaced just a couple of years ago and it's already constantly in need of recharging. I can't spend half my life in sleep mode. Is this really what we're coming to? This is exactly what we're coming to. Battery ingredients are rare. We can't scavenge further without building outposts. Herman shut down the mine project. What did everyone expect? You should learn to live with less. Sleep mode is a great time to meditate and think about our place in the universe. Do you really need to be active all the time? Jeremy. Let's not start a panic about a minor technical issue. Mistakes happen, Stolo. Please talk to Pellegrino or Neath about getting a replacement, which I'm sure will work a lot better. Neath is like Keith with an N. Oh, snap. Name drop. Digging through the archive, I was surprised to discover that there's a movie based on the Talos Principle, an international co-production written by Robert Harrison Blake, a pseudonym for an unknown screenwriter, and directed by a young Sergio Leone. It stars Peter Ustinov as Stratton of Stagira, Zero Mostel as his comedic sidekick Nico Malkas, and Angel Aranda as the earnest Amintus. I don't remember what the Talos Principle is. It's not a realistic biography of Stratton, but a kind of sword and sandal fantasy epic that culminates in Stratton building a replica of the mythological robot Talos to defeat the war-crazed Spartans. Is this real? They gave me enough details of real people like Peter Ustinov to know that this could be a real movie. That part is fun and surprisingly well done for its tiny budget, but the movie also contains a number of fascinating dialogue and scenes inspired by Stratton's work. I'm pausing, and I'm going to Google this. I need to know. The answer is no. All right. There are other things he did do. Like I've never seen Spartacus, and he was in Spartacus around that time, which is Sword and Sandals. And then he did one other after where he's listed as someone called the General, but it did not appear to be similar to what they're talking about. So that's fine. I didn't expect it to be real because I think that it would have come up when the first game came out. But I just had to double check because like they did a good job choosing a good cast and so on. And Sergio Leone, I also probably would have guessed that I would have heard of that there was a Talos Principle by Sergio Leone. Anyway, Ustinov as Stratton has a line I really liked. There are always hard times in human history, Amantis. Do you think we are the first to be besieged by enemies or to doubt the wisdom of our allies? But while yesterday is set in stone, a better tomorrow is always within our grasp. That's fascinating. Thanks you for sharing. How weird that this film is not better known. It's what Trevor said in that audio file 1K found. Great art isn't always appreciated in its own time. It's not like people particularly love Stratton himself, but we can appreciate it now. Okay. What's funny is I just read all that through OBS, so, which is why my mouse wasn't moving, and if the audio was quieter, I forgot that my OBS screen isn't the game itself. Okay, so let's go. Here we go. Wait. Oh.
I remember when I was quite young, I was having trouble figuring out what I wanted to do. I wanted to see the outside world, but even back then, that wasn't really encouraged. I ran into Byron on Jameson Avenue, completely by accident. And I was too nervous to talk to him. I mean, he was one of the first companions. But he noticed me, and we started talking, and he was really encouraging. Introduced me to Garrus, and took me along on an expedition to the quarries in the mountains. Whatever flaws he may have, Byron cares about people. He changed my life.
Yep. That's Byron in a nutshell.
Whenever I hear "in a nutshell," I think of the scene from Austin Powers, where he's like, "No, this is me in a nutshell. Help, help! I'm in a nutshell." This seems different. I don't know how else to explain it.
So, here it looks like there should be an anti-gravity elevator, but it's locked down. I'll need you to connect to the data stream again. I'm really sorry, 1K. I know it's a risk, but I think it'll be worth it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be done, but before I do, like, the fact that they put those right there seems like this is an important one. So I'm gonna go experience this, and then I'm gonna be done. They made sure you saw this right when you got out of the thing.
Have you seen Miranda's design for a transport system that would connect all the labs to the machine?
It's amazing, isn't it? I think she's really excited about showing this place to people one day. She also kept asking me about what kind of monuments we could build, you know, to really transform the landscape, show the possibilities.
But her capsules only fit one person.
It's just the first iteration. Give her some time. She'll figure it out. Remember how many mistakes we made in the beginning, even with all the blueprints we had?
But that's not my point. It just worries me that she lacks context. Her imagination is incredible, but it's still limited by what she hasn't experienced.
Would it have been better if she'd been raised in New Jerusalem? If her mind was limited by self-hate and decay? If all she could imagine was sitting around ignoring the universe in favor of self-righteous solipsism?
No, but I don't know.
Sorry. You're not wrong. We can't stay hidden forever.
Man, my friends aren't going to talk about that, because that was like, all of a sudden, Athena, shots fired at society. And I'm surprised no one said anything. Maybe they don't hear those, maybe only I hear those. Anyway. Alright. That's that. Cool. Well, thanks for watching.